The same weather pattern repeating on the exact day a century later, 2019, Prague, Czech Republic. It was an ordinary spring morning in Prague, or so it seemed. The cobblestone streets shimmered with the remnants of a light rain, the air crisp with a cool breeze that promised change. But what the people of Prague didn't know was that history was about to repeat itself in the most peculiar way. In a small, dimly lit room at the Czech Meteorological Institute, an old weather log sat untouched for decades. But on this particular morning, a young researcher named Katerina stumbled upon something that would send a chill down her spine. The log was dated exactly 100 years earlier, April 6, 1919. As she pored over the numbers, her eyes widened. The temperature, the wind speeds, even the timing of the rain, it was identical to the weather that had just occurred on the very same day in 2019. Same time, same intensity. Her heart raced as she double-checked, the familiar sound of raindrops tapping against the windows echoing the records she had just uncovered. Could it be a coincidence? She thought not. The winds had shifted precisely as they had a century ago, stirring the memories of the past in the streets below, as if nature itself was pulling the strings of time. The morning carried on, but something felt different, as if the city itself was holding its breath. Tourists wandered through the old town square, oblivious to the fact that the exact weather patterns they were experiencing had been logged exactly 100 years ago to the day. But for the people who had lived through both time periods, Katerina felt a connection that wasn't entirely explained by science. Could this be a sign? Was it merely a freak of nature, or was it something more profound? As the day wore on, the rain began to fall heavier, just as it had on April 6, 1919. By late afternoon, the wind grew stronger, the temperature dropped by just a few degrees. Katerina stood in awe of the eerie parallels between past and present. The city, with its ancient buildings and storied history, seemed to hold a secret only the weather could reveal. At that moment, Katerina realized something. No matter how far we go, the past and present are always connected. We may try to move forward, but sometimes time has a way of circling back, leaving us with more questions than answers. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.